I know this is a big question, but what is the first thing a person can do, the first focus in starting a weight loss program?
Well, there really are what I call four first focuses.
Four first focuses.
So, meaning, understand you get a do-over. That there is nothing that stops you from reversing any problem you've got, whether it is metabolic syndrome or type 2 diabetes or heart disease, or all from obesity, which obesity causes. So know you get a do-over. Two, know that most people have been dieting hard, not smart. That is, most diets are, how long can I hold my breath underwater before I come up and gulp for air or gasp for food? And so, actually, it's gasp for air and gulp for food, right? But anyway.
Whichever, it's tough.
But anyway, the point is that you've got to change the way you do it, which means changing your environment. So those are the first two. Know you can change, and know that you've got to do it smart this time rather than hard. Third is walk 30 minutes and call a buddy. So one of the keys is getting a little physical activity, and then we won't stay on any plan that we, by ourselves, we just aren't good enough as human beings. I'm not good enough. I don't know any, I deal with type A's all day because I deal with executive health, and they can't do it on their own. None of us can. Food is too powerful an addiction, and that's the fourth one. You've got to change your environment, which means dumping your fridge. And if you eat out a lot, you got to change that too. But dumping your fridge is, there are 5 foods you got to get rid of.
Okay.
So we call it the rule of 5 from You on a Diet or from our plan. If it's got any of these in any of these 5 things in the first 5 ingredients, throw it out. Now people say, well, shouldn't I put it in a bag for the homeless shelter? No, you don't want to kill those people. So it is saturated fat, that's 4-legged animal fat, 2-legged animal skin, palm and coconut oil. Second is trans fat. Third is sugars, those end in ose, glucose, dextrose, maltose, etc. Fourth is syrups, because those are just sugars hiding. And fifth is any grain that doesn't say 100% whole grain. If it says whole grain, that could be 1/8% according to the law. So you put a little whole grain in there, you can say whole grain, but it isn't whole grain. Or many grains hiding as a, that doesn't. So if any of those are in the first 5 ingredients, what we're saying is the only way to succeed in weight loss is to change your environment, realize that saturated fat, salt, and sugar are addictive. You've got to get those out if you're going to diet smart. And then, so you change your environment, and you do a little walking and have a buddy. Those are, you asked me for the first thing, but those are really, so when we coach people, we go into their house and we clean out their refrigerator, clean out their cupboards, right? Dump the fridge. But you've also got to get people walking and emailing or calling a buddy every day. If you don't email or call that buddy every day, you don't really want to do it, because that's a pretty simple thing.
And do you recommend using a pedometer to count your steps, right?
Yeah, I still use a pedometer.
All right.
I don't go to bed without 10,000, so I don't know if the camera can see it.
You're at
I've got
5,000
5,000 so far today. It's around, it's not late in the day right now. Yesterday, 10,166, I just made it. But if you see the day before, 13,835. Anyway, I don't go to bed without 10,000.
So you're practicing what you preach.
Well,
And that's good news.
Well, it's also, I practice being healthy. It's my own health. I don't, I don't really do it for TV or you, Rena.
Right,
Although I might do it for you, but I don't do it for you, Rena. I do it because it is fun and it's easy to stay healthy, and it's much more fun when you are healthy.
Okay, so you gave us the first 5 things to do.
4.
4.
You added the pedometer. You gave us number 5.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Roizen.
Privilege.